Going back to what you just said, Ray, about the non-Commonwealth countries. Yes, I think yes, we should be dealing with more non-Commonwealth economies, but look at countries in the Commonwealth. You've got India, you've got South Africa, you've got Canada, some of the world's biggest economies. I don't quote me on this, but I think most of them are in the G20. Would you not argue that the Commonwealth can bring us beneficial, and it wouldn't, and leaving could damage us economically?
Yeah, I've got. Frankly, if that's what we want to keep together, I have no problem with that. I just debate the worth of it. They are big economies. I can't remember the last time I went to the supermarket and bought something from South Africa. That's all. I'm in engineering. I've never bought anything from that. I think we bought something from Australia last year. India are an important trading partner, and they will continue to be outside the Commonwealth. I mean, sorry.
No.
I just think it's becoming an irrelevance, and for many of these countries, particularly in the Caribbean, it's obviously a reminder of their colonial past. Jamaica elected a Republican president, which is why, by the way, they sent Harry down. They didn't send Charles; they sent Harry, because obviously, with the pictures with Usain Bolt, and it was a publicity stuff to try and remind the Jamaican people how wonderful the monarchy is. Why not send Charles? He's the next head of state.
Two quick things. I don't think the Commonwealth is an irrelevance. I do think if we abolish the monarchy, the Commonwealth would I think that the British monarch who is automatically head of the Commonwealth, and it looks like when Charles becomes king, that would be the same. I think they play an important role in binding that institution together. I disagree that Tuvalu and St Kitts and Nevis, whatever the nation, I don't think I think it's fair to call them irrelevant. You mentioned Jamaica, and it's true they elected Portia Miller Simpson, who is a Republican, but she hasn't done anything about it yet because of staunch opposition. And my geography is not very good. I don't think Tuvalu's in the Caribbean, but St Vincent and the Grenadines in the Pacific. But St Vincent and the Grenadines, that is. Okay, well, both those countries recently, in the last 10 years, have referenda on whether to keep their association with the British monarchy. In both cases, the people overwhelmingly decided against it.
The St Vincent and the Grenadines vote was actually on partition of St Vincent and the Grenadines as well, so it was actually just whether they wanted to remain part of it wasn't a vote on the Queen.
Can I just say, I don't think the English monarchy is automatically head of the Commonwealth. I think there's a
no, they're not. But the Secretary General of the Commonwealth, it's true they're not legally. The Secretary General of the Commonwealth recently said that he expected them to Charles to.
Yeah, but it's not automatically. Yeah.
No, that's right.
Should we take a last few and then we're sort of closing right if it's compatible with that? Nick and then
Yes, well, we hear about what a wonderful job the monarchy is doing abroad, but do we really think Prince Harry's philandering about in America and Prince Philip go around calling Africans spear chuckers is really what we want in a head of state? And also on the topic of the idea that monarchies are liberal, yes, we have got liberal monarchies, but if you look at places like Thailand, they've recently put in a law where to insult the king is to allow yourself to be arrested by the state, and so they
ours isn't like that.
Pardon?
Ours isn't like that.
Oh no, but I'm saying, don't you think wherever we have this idea of a divine right of ruler, we have the risk of someone cynically using that to infringe on individual freedoms, especially when all of the powers of the state are drawn from that individual.
Is anything on the agenda so that go again?
It's a question for both of you. I just wanted to point that was not mentioned in either of your debates. I think it's quite important about people's relationship of the British public, of those who support the monarchy, their relationship towards the monarchy. They feel they have some kind of connection and get some kind of enjoyment out of having them there, watching the royal events, throwing parties or whatever that may be. But actually a relationship they do not find they have with the world of politics, because that world for them may be overcomplicated or confusing to kind of get involved in. Do you believe that we could transfer those feelings and that feeling of relationship with the monarch to an elected president?
So if we could go in the same order of chronology, but make it sort of maybe answer this question sort of to come to a sort of conclusive point, because we're running out of time.
Yeah, the royal family won't go away. The royal family will still be there. I mean, they'll have to self-fund it, but there's no reason why the royal family should go. There's a guy in London calling himself the King of Greece, and they haven't had a king for 30 years when they threw him out. But there's no reason why the royal family shouldn't continue. You know, there will still be monarchists when we have a republic. If people want to support them, they're free to do so. Maybe make them a registered charity, and those that want to support them can contribute. And sorry, your point was about the
where they've used, well, do we really want people who are from a different kind of era?
Oh, sorry, yeah, sorry. I mean, they have got gaps. There's no doubt about that. I mean, you know, maybe this is one of the reasons they don't speak very much. Because when they do open their mouths, it's patently obvious how out of touch they are with the rest of us, and how totally isolated their backgrounds be. You know.
Well, I thought your point was excellent, put in far more succinct terms than I could ever imagine. I think you're absolutely right. I think the fact that they aren't politicians really helps in the street parties and the Jubilee flotillas and all the people coming out to see those sorts of things. I think it's great. You know, in this country we don't have an Independence Day or a National Day or a Constitution Day. And I think any attempt to impose some sort of national day by the government would be a severe flop. So what we do have is the monarchy, and clearly not everybody, but a lot of people enjoy those events. And it's 9,500 street parties for the Royal Wedding or Jubilee, but it's one of the two. And I think that is a great thing, and I just don't see that sort of thing continuing in a republic. As for your question, well, sure, there are bad monarchies. I don't equate the Queen to the King of Thailand, just like I don't equate President Higgins in Ireland to President Mugabe in Zimbabwe. Clearly, it's only sensible in a debate like this to compare modern liberal democracy.
Well, you should care about them because the Queen's invited them to the dinner this year again.
President.
Yeah, I mean, she puts her friends in monarchies around the world higher than
it's a foreign office. It comes from the foreign office. Those that invite.
She's the one having dinner with them.
Well, she does what her foreign
And
secretary.
she goes horse racing with them. They're her friends.
That's what her foreign secretary advises us to do.
We'll leave it at that then. Thank you to both of you. We will do, of course, have to go to a vote. So we shall vote on the idea that we oppose to abolish the monarchy. Anyone in favour of that, if you could, in abolishing the monarchy, we could be on the note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, so I've counted that properly. Yep.
I think if this one was back in.
Oh, so the one. Can we do it again? Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, and again, we've had the recount now. That's yes. George Bush's president. There we go. Against abolishing the monarchy, to keep the monarchy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And abstention. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Alexis, so we don't allow people to abstain.
No, well,
they
yeah.
get beaten.
They're a bit softer here. And anyone to vote for Max to be the next Queen? Before we had 4, we had 5, against 12 and abstentions 3. Now with the addition of 2 people, I note, 4 is now 6, against is 8, and the abstentions are 5. I hope that adds up. And thank you to everyone for coming and to our speakers. So good to see you. Thank you very much. And see you soon. Wales.